The console wars intensifies! Xbox has bought Call of Duty, Sony has bought Destiny, Nintendo has bought Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts has bought Pokemon, which means Nintendo finally owns Pokemon. When we first heard the news about Microsoft buying Activision, you know, it brought up a lot of conversation about whether or not this could cause a gaming monopoly, and Sony buying Bungie is definitely furthering that conversation, although this deal is not quite as big as buying Activision. It's definitely kind of a weird thing because Microsoft buying Activision is definitely a little bit bigger than Sony buying Bungie, and that's not a dig at Bungie at all. I mean, we all know that Bungie made all of the original, like, Halo games that everyone loves, but as far as it goes for what Sony's getting out of this deal, they're really only getting Destiny and Destiny 2. I mean, at least currently. That could change depending if Bungie's gonna be making more games. Dude, what is going on? The infinite care package glitch right now. What is happening? Dude, this is insane. You know, Microsoft buying Xbox, they get so much more out of it. You get Call of Duty, you get Overwatch, you get World of Warcraft, you get Candy Crush. Microsoft could potentially bring back Guitar Hero, maybe even the Tony Hawk games. Since they own the studio, they have the rights to be able to do that. As far as it goes for Sony buying Bungie, just because Bungie made the original Halo games does not mean that Sony has the rights to Halo now. There's been a little bit of confusion there, but no, Sony does not have the ability to, like, make Halo a PlayStation exclusive game. It's not gonna happen. Because Microsoft actually has all of the rights to Halo still. Now, if you're curious as to what's gonna happen with the current Destiny games, they're actually still gonna be multi-platform. It's basically the same thing that Microsoft said about keeping Call of Duty multi-platform for at least a year or two, but obviously that could change later on. Now, as far as it goes for Microsoft or Sony breaking any laws, we don't know that quite yet. They might be breaking some intergalactic law, though. Get it? Because Destiny takes place in the space. Why is someone's baby screaming? That was casually one of the dumbest modded lobbies I've seen on Black Ops 2. Just unlimited care packages. And we got pod. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Pod hopping. Awesome concept. I termed pod hopping.
Okay, they ended the lobby. What? Nope, they changed it to Nuketown. We went from pod to Wait, it says Nuketown, but it's still pod? What? Oh my god, what's about to happen?
Care package inbound.
Here come the care packages. Oh boy. So you might be wondering, why is Microsoft buying Call of Duty if they're not going to change that much? And why is Sony buying Bungie if they're really not going to change anything either? As it currently stands, both companies seem to be taking their time as far as it goes for making changes and adjustments, because I'm sure they don't want anything to be too drastic right off the bat. It could be a situation where they're waiting to see who's going to cast the first stone, like who is going to make the biggest change first. But as I was thinking about this more and more, I was thinking that there could be some other reasons as to why they're making all of these deals. When the person doesn't like how the lobby's going, they just end it. They kicked everyone. One thing I noticed ever since Microsoft bought Activision is that their stocks went up big time. Microsoft stocks got boofed real quick after they bought Activision. And just in case you didn't happen to see it, Sony's stocks ended up going down as a result of that deal happening. Now, I saw some stuff saying that this deal between Sony and Bungie was apparently in the works for like 5 months. I don't believe that. I think it's more likely that Sony bought Bungie as a reaction to Microsoft buying Activision. Woo! There you go.
Dive to safety.
Almost got the VSAT. Come on. There we go. I'm 13-0 right now. Let's go. Dude's not even playing. On go, son. Oh, shit. Oh my god, how did he blow up? I'm 19-0. Oh no, the VSAT's gone, dude. I could get a nuclear.
In the corner. What is
Never mind, some dude camping in a corner. Oh my. He ruined it. Again, in case you didn't happen to see, Sony buying Bungie made their stocks go up. Go figure. So yeah, there's a pretty good chance that the whole reason these deals happened was to boost the company's stock. There's probably going to be some exclusivity at some point. We just don't know exactly when that's going to happen. And overall, I think the biggest change that could happen for the games that are being made by these companies is that more money and resources are going to be able to be put into them. But that's pretty much it. Like, there's really not that much else changing as of now. But as I was thinking about this news more and more, I had an epiphany. I think I finally realized why both Microsoft and Sony are buying gaming companies, like buying dev teams, for billions and billions of dollars. After countless sleepless nights of research, I came to the conclusion that the whole reason why Microsoft and Sony are buying these companies is because they both don't give a fuck about making more PS5s and Xbox Series X. I tell you, man. PS5 for sale. You can currently only find it on eBay. Xbox Series X for sale. Oh, would you look at that? Nothing! I don't know about you guys, but doesn't it seem pointless that Microsoft and Sony are spending so much money to buy, like, dev teams and shit instead of actually using that money to produce more consoles? I do understand that there's global supply chain shortages and stuff. It's really difficult to get microchips and make more consoles, but couldn't they have used that money to invest in making more microchips and in turn making more consoles? Couldn't they have done something? No. Instead, both of these companies are having a battle to see who has the smaller nutsack, and that's based off of how many dev teams you can steal away. We need to really think about everything that's going on long and hard. Like, what's the point of them buying these different dev teams if the games that they're making are not even going to be playable by anyone? When you compare the sales of the Xbox Series X and PS5 to their predecessors, it's just pathetic. As time moves forward, it's getting more and more difficult to produce the consoles. The parts are getting more expensive. expensive, harder to come by. And while the consoles do run better and the games look slightly better as well, there is a problem. People being able to actually fucking buy the consoles. What's the point of having all these fancy new upgrades if no one can even experience them? As far as it goes for current and new video games, in my opinion, I think the best thing to do is actually get a PC and just play on there. At least when it comes to these games that can be played on multiple platforms. A PC is going to run all of these games better than a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. Oh, damn. Dude, I was trying to get a cross map at the end. The only benefits that the consoles have is either having exclusive games that you can only play on that platform and also just the convenience of consoles. They're a little bit easier to set up and use versus actually getting a gaming PC. But aside from that, they don't really offer that much else, aside from some slight upgrades from the previous generation of those consoles. And this is where the worry and the panic comes in. If there's no benefits to really buying these dev teams and they're just doing it to bump up their stocks, what are we really going to benefit from these companies wasting their money? Just think about it for a second. Like, what's the point of Microsoft buying Activision and making upgrades to Call of Duty? The best case scenario for Microsoft or Sony buying the dev teams is that they can potentially make those games better by pouring more money and resources into them. But if later down the line they decide to get more competitive and make these games exclusive on their consoles, what happens when barely anyone actually owns the consoles? Let's use Call of Duty as an example. Do you guys remember when Call of Duty Ghosts came out and it was available on the Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, and PC? I still do. And before COD Ghosts even came out, there was all of this talk and hype about this different technology they had for the game. Crazy fish AI. Oh, there's gonna be amazing new graphics with the dual render system.
Far advanced in weapons the most is we've added scopes with dual render technology, which allow you to keep your target. So overall, we
Failed.
And look at that fucking dog! Oh my god!
It looks so real! And then guess what happened when Call of Duty Ghosts actually came out? It was the most successful and highly praised. It was a pile of doo-doo! COD Ghosts is the prime example of a game that had all of these ambitions and new technology that was being advertised, but ultimately it didn't run that well because the last generation of platforms was holding it back. COD Ghosts had dynamic maps, and that sounded cool. It was to compete with Levolution and Battlefield, but it was limited to trees falling over and a bus falling off the map, which was just stupid. The dual render technology looked really nice and clean, but only on PC, and it actually lagged the game and looked terrible on the previous generations. Fast forward to the next game after that, you got Advanced Warfare. It actually looked pretty good on the next gen consoles, but there was the 360 and PS3 versions. They were hilarious, but they looked terrible and again did not run well. Fast forward again, and then we're at Black Ops 3, and there's all kinds of like really awesome stuff on PC for Black Ops 3. It ran decently well on the Xbox One and the PS4, but the Xbox 360 and PS3 ports for Black Ops 3 were hilariously bad. And that's actually when we stopped getting Call of Duty games released on the Xbox 360 and PS3. This happens every time there's a new generation of consoles, and eventually they have to cut the cord. They have to stop making these games for the old consoles. We don't know exactly when that's going to happen for the PS4 and the Xbox One, but it is going to have to happen at some point. It's just such a weird thing. Like, Sony knows that there's a shortage of PS5s, and they decided to make more PS4s as a response. Ooh, headshot aimbot. I swear, man, it just feels like they're doing everything except for making new consoles. It's like, yeah, let's buy some new dev studios. Oh, let's make some more of the old consoles, but make new consoles? No, why would we do that? Meanwhile, everyone who wants a next-gen console is just sitting there crying, browsing the internet, trying to buy one that's not $1,000. Oh my. Double ballistic knife headshots. I really do have aimbot headshot. I don't know exactly when this nightmare is going to be over, but I want it to end. I do have a PS5. I paid double the price for it, and I absolutely hate that I had to. I thought I was going to be playing more games on the PS5, but I really haven't yet. That was the best thing I've ever done.
Go sharp for Eric.
I haven't played Destiny in years, but hey, if they release Destiny 3 as a PS5 exclusive, then I'll have the one up on everyone. Oh boy.
Shoot her down.
Oh. Not bad. This class is amazing. Now, as far as it goes for getting an Xbox Series X, I don't have one yet. I'm hoping that I can get one once it's back in stock for a decent price. I'm not paying $1,000. Nope. Hopefully, Microsoft continues to make Xbox Series X's instead of Xbox Ones. Gotta get with the program, man. They gotta understand what we want.
Triple kill.
How did I not get that?
Who uses a shotgun on Plaza?
Ooh, that was a nice throw. It's just stupid. Like, the only reason I'd be getting an Xbox Series X is to preemptively get myself ready in case Call of Duty becomes exclusive on Xbox. Because if that ever happens, I would want to be able to play it on the better Xbox, which would be the Series X versus the One. That's mostly from a content creator standpoint, though. I mean, like, if I was just casually playing, then, you know, I don't think I'd care. I'd still just play it on Xbox One. It's just really stupid because I don't feel like the PS5 and Xbox Series X actually have that much value, like they have that many games to play, or even have that useful of features. But their value is so high and overinflated because the demand is so high, but there's just almost almost no supply. I hate it so much. I don't know, man. I'm just happy that Nintendo has finally bought the rights to Kingdom Hearts and Pokemon. Pokemon Legend Arceus is now going to be available on Xbox One and PS3. I think I'm just gonna keep playing on my calculator though. I mean, I know the graphics aren't as good, but I've logged in over 500,000 hours on the weekend, so I'm just gonna do that. My brain's melting. Guys, I think I actually have a better plan. As the COD community, we need to all band together and pool all of our funds, all of our money, into one giant conglomeration so we can buy Call of Duty and make it exactly how we want to. First order of business is making a game like Call of Duty Online to be made for every single platform ever made. It'll be available on PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5, PS6. Yeah, I've definitely lost my mind. No, but how crazy would that be if we actually raised all of the money and then just bought it from Microsoft? What if someone actually won the fucking lottery and decided to buy Activision away from Microsoft? Seems like a good use of the lottery money. These are the worst COD players. Target finder in spawn, bro. I did not think I was gonna be complaining about that shit in 2022, but here we are. And he's dead. But yeah, as far as it goes for all these companies buying other companies, it is what it is. It's business. It's gonna happen. I don't think I'm really gonna care that much until we actually see what these companies are gonna be doing. Right now, it's just a bunch of talk and billions of dollars being spent. I mean, nothing crazy. It definitely doesn't seem like these companies are plotting anything evil by spending billions of dollars to acquire dev teams. What's the worst that could happen? Definitely won't regret asking that question. Wouldn't it have been nice to hear that these companies are gonna be investing billions of dollars into producing more consoles? Oh, the game's almost over. Cross map, cross map, cross map. Cross map for last. Oh, come on! No! I've been trying so hard to get an ill cam this entire video, and it didn't happen. This better be an no-scope, I swear. Not even using Vonderhaar camo. But that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me talk about the Console Wars Remastered. After a long day of discussion and debate, I think we can all agree that the iPhone 3GS is the best gaming console we've ever had. That thing played Doodle Jump like no one's business. Obviously, I'm joking. I mean, I can't really take any of this news that seriously until anything's actually done. So with that being said, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did and you want to be able to buy a next-gen console at a reasonable price, make sure to drop a like. I'll see you guys later.
We are taking the lead!
A bomb's been planted on our ammo supply.
A bomb was planted on our ammo supply!